total silence. Then suddenly, a lightning-fast charge tears through the savanna. The lion does not just attack, it annihilates. But this time, the prey does not go down easily. In the blink of an eye, the roles reverse and the hunter becomes the hunted. Stay until the end, because what you are about to witness will leave you breathless. A peaceful morning on the Masai Mara grasslands, but not all silence lasts. A lone male lion is surrounded by over 20 hyenas, confident in their advantage of numbers. They circle him, probing, threatening with shrill cries and sudden rushes meant to confuse and disorient. But the lion does not retreat, holding his ground, turning constantly to avoid being attacked from behind. His eyes are tense, but his body remains steady. Then, an unexpected counterattack. The lion lunges forward, startling several hyenas into retreat. No one is seriously injured, but the message is clear. A full-grown lion is not easily bullied. He's not here to hunt. He's defending territory, an invisible but vital possession. In the wild, strength isn't just muscle. It's the ability to stay calm amid chaos. Eventually, the hyenas begin to pull back, realizing today is not their day. The lion stands alone in the grass, with no prey in his jaws, but still holding dominance. A quiet morning in Sabi Sands, no roars, no warning signs. Only hyenas gathered around the carcass of a hippo, likely dead for some time, drawn into a rare feast. They don't realize the scent of decay has traveled far, leading two uninvited guests their way. Two male lions, descendants of the legendary Mapogo coalition. No sound, no hesitation, the lions charge, and panic erupts. One hyena is caught instantly. Another tries to flee, but it's too late. The difference in power is clear. A male lion weighs nearly 450 pounds with a bite twice as strong as a hyena's. In the wild, sometimes one careless moment is all it takes. Hyenas are not unfamiliar foes. They are rivals, lifelong threats. The lions don't eat them. They remove them to clear the table. As the dust settles, the hippo remains, but the feast belongs to the stronger ones. This is more than a fight over food. It's a survival between the true rulers of the grasslands. A lone male lion wanders near Afzal and suddenly discovers a familiar den. Inside, young hyenas sleep soundly, unaware that danger is closing in. The lion pauses, then approaches the entrance, grabbing one of the pups in its jaws. It lifts it, then lets go, and the hyena pup falls stunned but still breathing. The lion bolts from the den, chasing an adult hyena, sprinting across the clearing, but fails. The pursuit ends in seconds, with nothing gained. The lion returns to the den, bends down, and bites the pup again. It squirms weakly, but the lion doesn't kill, doesn't eat. It just stands there, then turns away and walks off without looking back. Not because it was stopped, not because it was full, but a choice, a moment suspended between instinct and restraint. And it's in moments like this that nature reveals itself not only as brutal, but deeply unpredictable. A misty morning in Mala Mala, South Africa. A herd of buffalo moves slowly through the dusty plain, unaware that danger is closing in from two different directions. Two lionesses begin to sprint, driving the herd toward two male lions waiting in ambush. 2 prides, 4 lions, 1 coordinated hunt. A buffalo is trapped. Claws, teeth, and brute force pin it to the ground. But in the wild, nothing is certain, especially when greed enters the scene. Another lioness charges in, not to help, but to claim a share, and a skirmish erupts lions, turning on lions, all focus lost. In that moment, the buffalo rises barely injured and vanishes into the bush, while predators fight over a meal that got away. In nature, victory doesn't always go to the strongest. Sometimes it belongs to the one who waits. The Maasai Mara during migration. Thousands of wildebeest move across the plains, heading toward the river ahead, but what awaits them is not water. Hidden in the tall grass, a lone male lion watches every movement. He's in no hurry, waiting for the right moment, the right wind, the perfect rhythm of the herd. The thunder of hooves grows louder, pressure builds, and the herd is unaware, walking straight into an ambush. Then the strike begins. The lion bursts forward 50 miles an hour. A young wildebeest falls out of sync, and in seconds, it's over. No roar, no blood, just precision and survival instinct. For the lion, every ambush is a calculation. There's no room for error. In nature, timing is everything, and here the one who waits is the one who wins.
Yeah, that's a big job. It's going for another one.
A scorching midday in Kruger. 2 lion brothers rest on an open plain, unaware that a challenge far beyond their expectations is approaching. From a distance, a massive grey figure emerges, a rhino not hunting, not searching for company, just patrolling its territory and displeased. Each step heavy with authority, the rhino approaches slowly, deliberately, and the lions remain still. A sudden charge breaks the stillness, a warning, then a sprint. The lions back off, yielding to the titan of the savanna. No one is hurt, but the line has been drawn. In the wild, not every encounter ends in victory or defeat. Sometimes all it takes is a stare and a single decisive step to define who truly rules the land. A freezing morning in Yellowstone. Lamar Valley lies in silence until it's broken by a massive figure. The grizzly bear isn't the hunter, it's the one who comes after. At the carcass of a fallen bison, it claims a reward that isn't its own. But the true hunters, 7 wolves, have returned. The circle tightens. The bear growls softly, holding its ground with the weight of a solitary ruler. The wolves don't rush in. They wait for the right moment. Then suddenly, another grizzly appears from the edge of the forest. Not an ally, not an enemy, but its presence shatters the balance. 6 wolves break away. They chase the newcomer. Outnumbered, the second bear doesn't fight. It turns and retreats, running along the forest slope, dragging the pack behind. It isn't surrender. It's instinct, choosing the right time to survive. The first bear remains alone beside the kill, but unwavering. The wolves are scattered, and now the one who endured is the one who wins. In the wild, survival doesn't always depend on strength. Sometimes it depends on knowing when to stay. A peaceful morning in Yellowstone. The mist has yet to lift. In the distance, a pack of wolves quietly enjoys the spoils of a fallen bison. But the scent of fresh meat doesn't stay hidden for long. A massive figure appears, a mother grizzly with 3 cubs by her side. Raising 3 young in this unforgiving land is a feat of survival, and she's willing to do whatever it takes to feed them. She approaches the kill. There are many wolves, but she does not back down. A silent standoff. No growls, no warnings, no negotiations. The wolves part, yielding to the unshakable force of a mother's instinct. Just when it seems the threat has passed, another danger approaches. A lone male bear draws near. To him, the cubs are not kin. They are a genetic threat. His presence is a shadow of death. The mother bear immediately steps between him and her cubs, not to defend territory, but to protect her young. The male backs away, not out of fear, but with the understanding that to challenge a mother protecting her cubs is to gamble with your life. A peaceful morning in a quiet Anchorage neighborhood. Homes sit still under the soft light. Then the sudden appearance of 2 giants shatters the calm. 2 male moose. The rutting season has made them aggressive and reckless. They're not fighting for food, they're fighting for the right to mate. Neither is willing to back down. The sound of antlers crashing echoes through the street. A powerful shove sends both slamming into a parked car. Neighbors watch, stunned, helpless. This is no longer a residential street. It's a battlefield. The fight drags on. Heavy breathing, tense muscles. At last, one moose steps back. The other stands firm, chest heaving, still alert. In just minutes, peace becomes a war zone of instinct. There is no winner, only exhaustion, and a silence that slowly returns. In Alaska, nature is never far away, and even here, the wild still owns the land. This standoff ends without injury, but the ice is thickening, and next time, everything might change.
Yep, he won the battle.
Cold winds howl across the Canadian Arctic, an icy shoreline seemingly deserted. But that silence is about to break. The wolves have caught a scent. On this frozen eastern coast, where the sea ice has yet to fully form, 2 apex predators are forced to share territory. The grey wolf, relentless, united. The polar bear, ruler of the ice, weighing up to 700 kilograms a creature with no natural enemies. But today, the boundaries are being tested. There are only 3 wolves. The polar bear is a lone mother. No blood has been spilled, but the tension hangs thick in the air. The wolves move in silent shadows, drifting through white snow. They don't rush. They study. The bear stands tall, alert, but her eyes begin to shift. She lets out a low growl, a warning, but the wolves do not back away. That's not how instinct works. When food runs low, every choice becomes a matter of survival. The chase begins. No noise, no blood, just the raw collision of instinct and necessity. The bear turns and retreats not out of fear, but strategy. A wound now could be fatal in winter's grip. The wolves don't follow. They're not reckless. They wait for a better chance. In nature, the victor isn't always the stronger one, but the one who chooses the right moment. A winter morning in Alaska. Curtis Phelps steps outside carrying a bag of trash. But something unusual is approaching from the distant tree line. A full-grown bull moose, massive, unannounced. In an instant, Curtis realizes this is no time to hesitate. He bolts toward a small storage shed beside the house, slams the door shut just as the giant antlers close in. Outside, the moose stands still. It doesn't leave, it doesn't charge. It simply lingers like an unpredictable force of nature. Curtis is trapped inside no weapon, no way out. Every small sound from within makes the animal react. It turns steps forward and raises its head as if sending a signal. Not a predator, Ross. System predator, but not harmless either. Minutes pass tense and quiet. The moose finally turns away and slips back into the deep woods. Curtis stays put, holding his breath, waiting for the danger to pass. In the wild, survival doesn't always require strength. Sometimes it's instinct, knowing when to step back. A foggy morning in the northern forest. No engine sounds, no human footprints. But through the cold air and dense canopy, a vehicle appears. And ahead, a figure blocks the road, not to observe, but to warn. It's a mother moose, tense and alert, with 2 calves tucked quietly behind her. The car makes no loud noise, but every small movement lifts her ears and tightens her muscles. Behind this behavior is something rare. She doesn't leave because she knows something far more dangerous may be watching in the forest, and this vehicle might be the unexpected threat. Each time the car tries to move closer, she spins around and charges. A headbutt, then another, not out of anger, but as a warning, don't come near my young. She walks with firm, fearless steps. For nearly a mile, the vehicle is forced to keep its distance. The mother never lets down her guard. She leads her calves, stops checks, and moves forward again. Somewhere nearby, maybe a bear or a pack of wolves is watching, but right now, it's the human she chooses to confront. After 15 tense minutes, when she's sure her calves are safe, she steps off the trail, but her gaze follows. Her ears stay high. Every step is slow, cautious, and controlled. In the wild, danger doesn't always come with a roar. Sometimes it's the silent warning of a mother that makes the entire forest pause and listen.
Get out of here! We're gone!
Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell to be the first to witness the next untold chapter where every creature has a story and every heartbeat writes a memory. Tell us what you thought about today's encounter. Next time, you might do more than just watch, you might feel the wild beating within nature itself.